2017 Honda Accord Sport Special Edition, and it is a very nice car for the money. If you're looking for a daily driver, it's great, absolutely perfect. As you can tell, it's got the 19-inch wheel package. It comes with Continental tires, which really help this thing corner well. Now, it's got the inline-4 in it, so it's only got 189 horsepower with a CVT transmission. It's great fuel economy, obviously, but it doesn't have the most pickup on the highway. But that's not what I bought it for. I bought it to commute daily, and it has been serving that purpose greatly. Here's an interior shot right here. It's very nice. Very nice. I believe it beats out the Toyota in quality-wise in the interior in this car. It's got the red stitching on the seats, along with perforations and full leather. There's no navigation, as you can see. Doesn't come with the Sport Special Edition. They tried keeping this thing fairly bare bones, but they wanted to give it the leather seats. It's also got heated seats. That's the difference between the Sport and Special Edition, by the way. Leather and heated seats. There's plenty of headroom. Great for bringing friends and family around. Passenger seat is mechanical. Driver's seat is electric. The trunk has plenty of space as well. Please mind the water. I just washed this thing. And another nice thing I like about the design of this car is you don't have these channels that get blocked by a large piece of plastic from headlights. That creates a puddle, because you can see what happens here. You get some debris stuck, and then eventually it starts puddling up water and gunk and stuff. I've seen that on numerous cars, and a lot of people don't look at that, I'm sure, but anybody that's a detailing nut like me, we like to have none of that. And I look for that in cars. If they have it, I seriously try not to buy it unless there's something really special about the thing. And I did a very nice job on this rear bumper. Very nice job. The paint, the white paint, is actually a pearl paint. It's got a metallic flake in it. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it is a metallic paint, and it looks very nice. Just getting in the car here, closing the door. It's got a nice sound to it. It's not rattly or nothing. Well dampened. Car's got a well-mannered display. It's not it doesn't like hurt your eyes at nighttime. It's just the right color as far as that goes. It's got an eco button, which essentially tries to keep the RPMs below 2,000, and it changes the throttle mapping on the car. So essentially it's less responsive, and you have more of a curve at the beginning of the throttle. So you're not actually stepping on it as much as you would think. So it tries to essentially mind the driver so they don't go and just frivolously waste gas. Now, it is a 4-cylinder, but it is not vibrating the car. They did a very good job with maintaining that with special motor mounts, and also did a great job with just the overall feel of the car. It feels very tight in the corners, and I believe it's a fairly light car. I know it's just above 3,000 pounds. I do not have specifics, but we're not exactly driving this on a track, so we're not going to care too much about it, give or take 100 pounds. Now, it does have automatic climate control, which is amazing. You need automatic climate control, otherwise you're going to be constantly reaching down and adjusting knobs. It's got a little storage hub or cubby down here with a USB hookup, which actually does hook into your iPhone and sends the audio or whatever you would like over the wire to the head unit. And there's also a Bluetooth setting in there just to run off your Bluetooth wireless. There is no sunroof, but I am not a fan of sunroofs. They tend to leak and have issues. The less issues, the better, especially if you're trying to get a daily driver commuter car. And they still retain the CD player for anybody that still listens to CDs. I have a couple I listen to. Alright, let's just take this thing out real quick, drop it in the reverse, and get out of here. So we're just driving around a 2017 Honda Accord Sport Special Edition on some back roads and a little traffic. And this is New Jersey keeping line, so the roads are not great, pretty bad. Okay, so right now we are in the automatic eco mode, and it tries to keep the RPMs below 2,000, like I say, unless you really jam the throttle. And acceleration's mediocre, you're just trying to get good gas mileage here. I've averaged about, see on the highways, I've averaged about 34 miles a gallon, as long as it's not too windy out and there's not too many inclines. And around town it might be like, really depends. It can be ranging anything from 18 up to about 24. And it does have the cruise control buttons on the steering wheel, which is nice. I never liked it when they have them on a stalk. We're going to take it up to speed so you can hear what the highway sounds like on this. Of course, pretty good. For being a front-wheel drive car, they usually understeer. Now, this one still understeers, but whatever. Not that big a deal. And this also has paddle shifters equipped, which actually is pretty. They respond very quickly, actually. Very nice. And it's kind of funny that it has paddle shifters, even though it is a CVT. They kind of have a computer, the computer set up to mimic a standard automatic transmission when it's in the sport mode with the manual paddle shifters engaged. So you almost feel like you're driving an automatic, but it's a little different. It's a little more quirky. The gears get held longer than a normal automatic would because the CVT is still working. And CVT stands for constant velocity transmission, which is essentially a belt-driven unit. But this is, I guess, derived. This transmission is derived from snowmobiles. They used CVT transmissions back in the 70s and 80s for two-stroke snowmobiles, and those are still being used in go-karts, ATVs, a lot of off-road vehicles, especially smaller ones, because they're a lot less complicated than a normal transmission, a lot less parts. And I guess Honda was thinking they're more fuel efficient, and I believe Nissan's been building CVT transmissions for quite some while now too. And Toyota's trying to starting to get into the game. They have it in the Corolla presently, and it does take a little getting used to. It's a little different, but difference not always a bad thing. So yeah, I need to find a better camera mount, but hopefully you enjoyed this. So if you would, please like and subscribe if you would like to see more.